Got her.
Joke I'm
Did I get her?
drive into the ground.
Oh, I don't know if I got you. Welcome and well met. Welcome to the Moonflower Tavern here on my Twitch channel where I play games. My name is Ty Thalanos, and tonight I am the GM of another night of Pathfinder 2E in my homebrew world of Cyrenthe. Before we get started though, do have a couple of housekeeping items just to kind of run through real quick. First, the music you are hearing right now actually comes from the bard, the Dirkwood. You can find their music on YouTube. Also, I'd love to hear kind of feedback on how we're doing, so come on and join the Moonflower Tavern Discord server. That one. And kind of connect with us, kind of give me some feedback. Let me know how we're doing. I'm finding out more that I run this intro so much like I run my meetings at work. Quick, short, and to the point. Otherwise, great ways to support us is even just kind of hanging out, following and subscribing. Anyone who follows creates an NPC in the game world that will end up meeting. Anyone who subscribes actually is going to give create a kind of an NPC adventurer kind of character, so they might play a little larger part. Also, subscribers will help us get closer to some player art commission for the players, so we'd love to get some of those. Also, bits, 100 copper pieces, 100 bits grants a hero point to any player, or you can use it on the DM. But on the topic of our players, let's meet them. Let's get to kind of hear about them. So, Mike, tell us about yourself and who you will be playing tonight.
Hello, my name is Mike. I also go by Madcap23 on most social medias. You can find me on here on Twitch every Wednesday with Ty. I also work with Guild Superior as either a DM or player. I have been doing tabletop RPGs for 20 plus years, and I enjoy multiple different systems. Dungeons and Dragons is one of my favorites, as well as Pathfinder. Find me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Right now I'm doing some TikToks that are 3 minutes or less on how to run a game better. But with that, I'm going to be playing a Whisper Elf by the name of Hastian, who is a rogue and has the background of being part of a circus as an acrobat. So with that, back to you, Ty.
All right. Switch back to this. Allie, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and who you will be playing tonight.
So, I am Allie. This is my first D&D Pathfinder tabletop game campaign, and I am going to play Joanna, who is a human monk, tonight. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
I don't know why you got so quiet.
Pronunciation.
I'll bump you up and we'll see how that goes. Shelly, rounding us off, our last player of the evening, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and where everyone can find you.
Okay. me. Excuse me. I'm Shelly. You can find me on Twitter at RealFleaMonkey and on various other chat type things as FleaMonkey. Tonight I'm playing Guzmik, the Goblin Cleric, who likes to read palms. She hasn't done that yet, but that's a thing she's pretty great at, and not really healing, but maybe. We'll see.
I'll admit to getting some feedback when everyone was surprised that there were only 3 players and not a truly dedicated healer. They're like, well, they'll learn by their second characters. So we'll see if that comes into play tonight, especially with returning back to town. So yes, let's jump on in.
I've already got my second character planned out, so it's all right.
Oh my goodness.
I think if your cleric is as badass as Guzmik, you don't need a healer. Right? Did you see what I did to that guy last week?
True, and you all did return from the caves where the goblins had been holding an artifact hostage. You were able to find kind of a drawing that led you up to the top of a stalactite, where in a little crevice you were able to locate the gauntlet that supposedly had been hidden and not found by the town who had on occasion made it into the caves. Cleared out the goblins, defeated the supposed leader, and also the enlightened one, who I do believe was being carried back into town by Joanna.
Yep.
On the way back, the three of you experienced kind of moving the gauntlet, and there was kind of a heavy weight involved that whoever was carrying the gauntlet moved extraordinarily slow. But during your time, with a bit of peer pressure from each other, you all actually ended up trying on the gauntlet, which is a metal gauntlet that had 5 rings on, or a ring on each finger, that was holding kind of a metal wood type rod in its hand. But as you all tried on the gauntlet, a few fingers released, and when you removed your hand, you did find that the ring was no longer on the gauntlet, but instead stuck to your hand. Your slow trek back into town took quite a decent amount of time, almost, I think, what was it, a couple hours, maybe an hour to head back. So at this point in time, it's probably the late or early-ish afternoon as you all make your way out of the woods to see a decent group, a bit of activity at the gate, at the northeast gate. One such that you recognize immediately, kind of nervously kind of stepping back and forth, bouncing on left and right, is Ivis, the mayor of the town. With this, can I just check in? Who is carrying... Joanna is still carrying the enlightened one, then? And who has the gauntlet?
You
I
have
do.
it, Espen? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it on.
Are you wearing it? Or just carrying it?
I'm sorry, I'm carrying it.
Okay. That's fine. No more worries either way, just check.
Hey, before we get up there, you guys think we should... I mean, are we gonna cover our hands up? You want to put gloves on? I mean... I know it's a
Oh
thing,
yeah, I do
but
want to
maybe
put a glove on.
No! Dude.
I put on the gauntlet again.
Oh, God. Alright.
It is left hand.
Is there a point in covering our hands if they're gonna see the gauntlet? It has
they
open
don't-
fingers?
I mean, it doesn't mean it was us, right? Alright, fine. Well, if we get in trouble for this, it is not on me.
There's a contest to try to open the gauntlet's fingers. We're just practicing.
Okay, well, I mean, is it weird that we just got one off on each of our... You know? I mean,
Maybe.
look at this thing. And then, look at this glove. It's all like... I mean, is it like this, or is it... It's this one, and ring finger, I think. Because I got the ring finger. It's all, like, disheveled and stuff.
I got pointer finger
Yeah.
and maybe something else.
Well, I mean, is this gonna mess up
You
their
know-
livelihood?
No, probably not.
Who's gonna want to come and try to put on a gauntlet that's missing 3 fingers? Rings.
They don't know that it had rings before.
I'm sure they do.
Even if they did, we can put new rings on it.
Well, we should do it before we get here.
No. Do you have a ring? I don't have a ring right now.
I mean, I've got one on my finger. No, I don't have a ring.
You
And
can't take it off, can you?
I'm gonna try again as we're getting closer, and I'm getting a little sweaty, right? I mean, because we're approaching.
Probably getting a little nervous, sure.
Yeah, yeah. So
Nothing.
Okay, I can already see the mayor like dancing. He definitely sees us.
I'm just gonna hold up the gauntlet with my hand in it.
Kind of with the true like now announcement that you have returned with their treasure. The town will, the people that are there will rush out, kind of to meet you just outside the walls. They you recognize a few probably people from a couple of the shops. Kendra's not there. She's probably at the bar. Mora is, though, waiting. A number of people you haven't met, and a few that you have. Kind of. After a little while, your back probably starts to hurt with some of the people kind of slapping you on the back and encouragement and the promises of a celebration this evening. As you kind of take it in for a little bit, the crowd seems to part a little, and they're standing in front of you, kind of bouncing up and down with a really big smile on her face, is Ivis, the mayor. So you returned, and you found it?
we have emerged from the cave victorious.
Oh my goodness, and are we safe now? Are they all gone, or? And she kind of looks behind you. Should we expect anyone chasing?
I don't think so. We've walked very slowly to make certain that anyone was in the cavern that would chase us out would be encountered by us. So, and just taking in the sights.
We made quick work of that hobgoblin. Was it a hobgoblin? It was a hobgoblin. That hobgoblin that probably came and scared everyone too. I mean, dead. That one, he's not coming back. And this one will indicate wherever Joanna is. We didn't hear this in anybody's story, but we got this.
Aggressively on the ground.
You know who this is? We thought you might. Maybe.
She'll take a moment to kind of pull the hair back and kind of just take a look at their face. Why doesn't someone roll me a d20? Anyone?
I got it. 7.
Okay. I guess I'm not sure. I don't recognize them at the moment. Well, what do they have to do with this?
Well, they were called the Enlightened One.
Wait, can I roll an intimidation check?
Okay. On who?
On the mayor and say, like, are you sure you don't recognize them?
Go for it.
7.
She might take a little kind of defensive that you're pushing her. Well, how am I supposed to know everyone? They don't look familiar. And I'll kind of get a little snippy back at you. Well, we'll take them into town and see if anyone else recognizes them. With that, she'll kind of point over to maybe a pair of the guards to have them kind of bring the body in. I don't know. Bring them to the soothing shrine. We'll see if Janice recognizes them.
Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the thing that they were sending things to? Read something.
You had a piece of paper that said Black Maw expects his payment.
Black Maw.
So yeah, with that, someone would come up and kind of take the body away, and so may we? I guess did you maybe have the gauntlet? And did you find any treasure?
Try to take the gauntlet off. Actually, I'm going to try to open my fingers first.
Okay. The 3 fingers that are already open, kind of when you put your hand in, will kind of be locked open. They can't really move.
What about the 4th?
No other movement. You have the, I think, thumb, index, and ring finger are open.
Okay. And I can't force any of the others open.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to take it off. I'm going to hand it to her.
Kind of taking the gauntlet will pretty immediately catch on, and at the same time everyone else does, that the gauntlet has been opened. Everyone will kind of look back at you and then back at the gauntlet. You kind of get that double take, and Ivis will kind of shakily ask it, did you open the gauntlet? Or was it like this when you found it?
Yeah, I opened it.
Well, I mean, we opened it. We opened it, and I'll show mine. I'll look over at Joanna.
Oh, kind of with that, she'll still clutching the gauntlet, will kind of reach out to probably Guzmik's hand, since you're of the same height, to kind of grab your hand and kind of look at your ring. And with that kind of announcement and that moment, you kind of hear a bit of commotion in the background, and here comes Tabitha from the edge of the crowd, kind of very, very hastily pushes her way through to take Hastian's hand and kind of look at the ring. She'll kind of interrupt and speak out. Well, the ring does match the others. I'll have to. Oh, I need to message somebody. And she'll kind of take off running back into town. Iva's still holding on to Guzmik's hand, and the gold. Was there any of the payment found?
Who's got it? Do I have it? Since you guys all carried a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think all 3 of you had a bag.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I take out my bag.
I'll take out my bag. It's full. It's got everything in it.
Yep.
Mara, just take the gold and we need to count it. We need to get the payment. We need to pay back the townsfolk. We need a celebration. And at that, everyone will kind of start kind of getting rowdy, kind of that tension that was there, and the nervousness, and then the strangeness of you all returning with the gauntlet. It all kind of frees itself in that moment, as the crowd almost tries to carry and pull you all along back to the Smiling Skull Inn. Are you all okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna just go with it.
if they want to get me up so I don't have to walk and just I allow that completely to happen.
If you kind of dead fish it, just kind of go limp, they'll pick you
Yeah.
up and get you.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, then they'll lift you up, and so then you can enjoy yourself up there.
Woo!
Hey, I see that, but I want to like slightly jump into it in the dead fish.
They'll gladly carry anybody in who wants it with what they're expecting to occur this evening. With that, we're gonna we'll have a night of merriment, enjoyment. The few musicians are able to pull out some instruments and kind of play a tune most of the evening. At any time you guys want to talk to somebody or step away or have any role play kind of things, like tonight will be a celebration for you that seems to be the majority of the town is trying to squeeze themselves into the Smiling Skull Inn.
All right. I'd like to have a minute with the party.
Yeah, you can probably
Kind of getting him away for just a second, and I'm gonna say, I'm not certain that we took care of all of the goblins that were in that cave.
We
Pretty
don't
sure-
know.
Right, and I'm pretty sure taking out the enlightened one is going to make them hesitate to come back to this town, as well as the hobgoblin. But I think that, especially if we can move at our normal pace tomorrow, we might want to go back and investigate the cave and see if there's others that we might need to take care of.
I think I saw some movement right out of the cave, right? I can't remember how much I would have been able to tell. It was red. It was, because it was like Guzmik's scarf.
Yes.
a little lighter color than that, kind of an orangish red.
Well, I mean, if I knew the shade.
Burnt orange.
Suspicious?
Persimmon. Okay.
So, I agree. I feel like it's definitely a risk. We could let the town, I guess, enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I think we should live it up tonight. I mean, this party is in our honor and is for us. I mean,
Oh, most definitely. I'm not talking about tonight. I'm saying tomorrow or sometime next week, or I don't know. Just not tonight though. Tonight's for celebrating, and I don't think
it can be tomorrow, just not right
Yes.
away. Not like crack of dawn kind of garbage. No, but maybe like after lunch, we'll take a leisurely stroll back to the cavern. Because yeah, we didn't see everything. We got that note. Maybe there's
Yes.
more info about the black moth deal. I don't know.
whoever that is. Yes.
Yeah, whatever that is. There was
All right.
My
people
only
from-
concern is that tonight, from my perspective, if I was gonna rob the town, it'd be the perfect night with everyone in one building. That's my. It's a risk reward type of judgment. But
don't
if
think-
I would trust your guys' actual experience.
Professional opinion, I don't think that anyone's going to be robbing the town unless they're coming from outside. And I doubt that the mayor let all of the guard come and join us right now. I'm thinking that she's probably going to switch them in and out.
That
Did
would
we
be an
overhear anything about that?
Probably. I'm sure they're relatively still on edge and pragmatic, and a few guards would probably be positioned off, at their posts. Probably heard a few names dropped. You would remember Oliver and Bryce probably got shunted into guard duty for the evening.
Bummer. Poor guys. Where's is Tabitha in here? In the room? Tavern?
Yeah, after a little while, she would have came in with Kale and kind of let him loose on the tavern to run about and enjoy.
So Tabitha ran off though, and she saw what we had done somewhere. Yeah. Okay, well, if we're clear, we're not going first thing in the morning, but we can go tomorrow. I'm good with this plan. But I think maybe we should find out what Tabitha had going on. People gonna come and like dissect us and stuff for like why we got a ring off of this thing? I've heard of that happening. I want to be dissected.
Out of character, who's Tabitha?
Tabitha,
she's...
yes, she is the representative of the Sundered Collective. She was kind of the one stationed here to do research on the gauntlet.
Was she in the bar? Like,
She
there was one girl like in the corner.
Mora kind of keeps the books, and Kendra runs the bar.
And Tabitha is... Where have we seen her before?
Tabitha is Kale's mother.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Represent Kale's mother. Sorry.
Point of familiarity.
Okay.
Also, there was we didn't see anybody from the town in there, because they'd sent some other people in there, so we might find some bodies when we go back, not just goblin bodies. Or they could be in a cage. We could be even bigger heroes than we are right now. Kind of makes me think we maybe we go back just before lunch tomorrow, just an hour earlier.
So we can't sleep in.
We definitely can take a rest, and
Let's sleep.
I do not think that anyone's going to dissect us, Gizmic. I think that you have to remember, they've been holding a contest to open the gauntlet for multiple years.
Yes, but did you see Tabitha run off? And we each just did one.
I understand that, but it's a historic event. No one else has gotten it to open up even this much until us.
We're gonna be dissected.
If we get dissected, you can say I told you so to me. Right?
They dissect my mouth first. Okay, I'm only marginally nervous about being dissected. It's true. But it is weird, right? That we just managed to each get one ring off. I mean, how does that work?
It's never happened before, so how would we know?
Well, I think I know someone who might know. Are we done talking here?
Yes.
Do you want to come with? I want to go find Tabitha. You can come with. I don't care.
Go ahead. I'm going to be over here.
You're just going to be standing over there? Away from me?
No, I'm going to talk to those fine people over there.
Okay. I don't know if you were mad at me or something.
I'm not mad at you. I'm gathering information.
Okay.
What I do. So while Guzmik goes off and tries to find Tabitha, I'm going to just try to hit up some folks that are part of the guard and find out that if there are people stationed at all of the entrances still tonight.
Yes. Yeah,
I did say some of that stuff, but we didn't.
Pretty quickly, they kind of encourage you to be at ease, that there's a watch still to be kept, that they are a little heavier staffed tonight because of the celebration and knowing what happened, just in case, because they are cautious after what they've been through this past 5 years.
All right. Excellent. Thank you.
Guzmik flips her scarf over and strides over to Tabitha if she can find her. Hey, Joanna, you want to come with me, or you got your own thing going on too?
I'm coming.
Okay.
So yeah, you would probably find Tabitha excitedly chatting with a few members of the local crowd, and turning to you would excitedly kind of raise her drink to, and double checking that your drinks are full, and if not, we'll kind of call over to Kendra to make sure that the drink keeps flowing, and I guess is well, and what can I do for the two of you who have saved us?
Well, I'm kind of curious now that we got the artifact back. Like, is it weird that does it normally all come off at once? All the fingers open? Like, maybe it's never happened, but what did you expect to have happen when it would be successful?
Well, I guess we don't know. We just expected that someone would be able to wear it, and kind of something would happen. We saw, it seemed like Hassian was walking with it pretty slowly, so and Ivis was still going slow, so that ability is still imbued in the gauntlet, but we didn't know.
Is anything gonna happen to us because we have one of these rings on our fingers now, the three of us? We can't get it off. It doesn't come off.
Well, about that, I did send a missive to head up to Nicetu to kind of inform the Sunner Collective that we did finally get someone to wield the gauntlet, as it were, and I had to look through a few really old notes, but protocol says to that we would request you to head up to Gareth for a, well, I guess yes, a bit of an inspection, just to kind of see what happened to the gauntlet. But it still seems like the gauntlet can't leave, but with the rings, maybe we can learn something from the rings.
Did you like, what did you do you have any idea what would have happened if all the rings came off on stuff? Someone was able to remove all of the rings? Was there a special power that they would get? In your notes, does it say anything?
All I have, all that we really know is that the gauntlet is the gauntlet of Imsith. We were able to get a name, and even that name and history was very difficult to kind of find anything about. We know they were around in the at the celestial time of the Celestial Rift and the Heroes' War. But beyond that and who they were, we don't really know.
So the gauntlet's gonna stay here in town then, with 2 rings on it? 2 fingers closed?
Yeah, yes, we might have to amend the reward system. Now that we know that 2 more people could possibly, win the prize money.
There's an annual competition to open this, right?
There had been, but with this, or I guess, did you ask her that, or you were just questioning? Out of character.
Ass.
Yeah, there had been a contest, but not since the gauntlet was stolen. We haven't haven't really held it, and admittedly, the celebration, the trial, has been very muted in the past, decade prior. Just not as much interest as there used to be.
Are there any restrictions that you know of to entering the contest? Is it team-based, one person?
There is a
anything allowed?
fee to be paid for each that wish to try it, and with that, we were able to build up a prize fund and help keep the town well supplied for the year, and move fixes to the courtyard and to the buildings that as they age. So it's kind of a communal fund.
We took away one of their sources of money. Crap.
Well, there's still 2 rings to be had. And
True.
then the cool thing that was gonna happen, something cool is gonna happen. That's still available. Right?
I want to say I'm so glad that your town has been able to prosper, I guess, in dark times. I'm curious, what has anyone been able to get any rings off during the competition?
No, you are the first. That's why we didn't know what to expect, but I guess it just was to open and you were able to remove a ring.
When it was stolen, was it unchanged? I believe when we found it, one of the fingers was slightly open.
I guess from my remembering, nothing had changed at that point, so
I'm out.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Tabitha.
why don't you, if you have any more questions, feel free to stop on by. I have a lot of notes at home that I'll probably be looking through later tonight to see if I can find any more, and it would be good to speak more of our of your next step.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe we'll go to Gareth. Ugh. All right.
What's wrong with Gareth?
My family isn't Gareth. This is away from Tabitha.
Yeah,
though.
yep.
Yeah.
You guys would kind of separate back and regroup. Again, a few people might jump in for congratulations or shaking your hand or kind of standing nearby, not really listening in, but just kind of being that kind of closeness to you on occasion. But yeah, feel free if you want to kind of step away and get a little space to chat with each other for a short bit of time.
Well, they can bask in our presence. I don't mind. I'll just. My parents are in Gareth. They're a bit much. I mean, I would suggest we do not go into town. It's a nice town, but they'll ask a ton of questions. They'll insist we all take baths, and they will probably ask what all of your income potential is. They're very particular, and it is embarrassing to say the least. So
Errands.
we can go to town if you want. Have you guys been to Gareth?
Quite some time ago.
It's not a bad town, right? I mean, it's
No,
actually
not at
pretty
all.
nice. My parents, not that you asked or were interested, but they run an armor shop, so
Oh,
I
excellent.
don't know that we'll maybe we'll need that. I don't know. Let me think on it. See if feel like dealing with that whole, There's other armor towns or armor stores there, but I mean they do a pretty good job. That's down the road.
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna get some more beverage. You'll see that Guzmek is really throwing it back tonight.
Bastian is he's had 2, but he's nursing that third drink very carefully and trying to be very observant of those around him and see what's actually going on in the town and stuff.
Why don't you give me a kind of perception check, even all 3 of you if you want to, if you feel like you've kind of been keeping an eye on some of the people, kind of, getting a general read of the room, as it were, or people coming in and out and what's occurring.
19.
18.
15. To be fair, I'm really just looking for Kale, but
I was actually going to say, with that, kind of all of you being back at the Smiling Skull Inn have a bit of memory of what occurred last time. A quick, reflexive kind of pat to the hip to locate your coin purse, still full and untouched. As you kind of glance around, and you do find a Kale sitting at one of the tables and excitedly talking to a few of the people, and you would recognize probably some mimicking of, like, he'd be, kind of standing there, of how he had been at the bar when he was caught red-handed a couple times. Seems like he might be telling a story or embellishing it of some sort. The 3 of you probably as well would see Janice at one point kind of walk in and find his way to the mayor and kind of speak in hushed tones. The mayor, with those, Guzmek Hessian and Joanna would probably recognize a bit of surprise to the mayor's face. The Mora, as hadn't really been there a lot that evening because she had taken the money from the 3 of you, but at some point she would as well have returned and made her way over to the mayor and kind of handed her a slip of paper and a couple pouches of coins would make their way back behind the bar. Probably what you would have caught on a relatively quick glance or observation of a little bit around the inn. With that, Kendra will have kind of open up the kitchen, as it were, kind of bring out some breads, meats, stews. Seems like most everything in the pantry that could be cooked seems to be cooked in some way or another. That is kind of being passed around, sent to people. Getting closer to that early evening will, as dusk kind of starts to fall, Ivis will get onto the top of the bar and will kind of start stomping her foot, and Kendra will clang kind of a mug to kind of get the entire bar to settle down. And she'll, once it gets a bit quiet, will call out, "To the heroes!" And everyone will kind of respond back, parrot back, and will take a drink. And while they're drinking, we'll kind of call out, "They've been a godsend to us here in Godsheim. We have the gauntlet back. Seem to be safe. And we'll be ready for any return of the goblins. And with that, we'll kind of get a bit of a cheer, as they do seem to be relatively hardy folk out in the boonies. We're used to picking up weapons in defense of home. And now for the rest of the evening, let's continue on enjoying yourself, and we'll have a meeting with some of the, I guess, some of the council to divvy up the funds that were returned so that we can be back on our feet. And we'll make sure I'll kind of call out to the three of you to kind of come forward and pull out those bags of coins from behind the bar, and we'll pass them out to you for the ones that saved us and our heroes. We hope this will be, well, this will help you on our way. We apologize it's not as grand as it once was, but you're welcome to stay as long as you wish. And with that, there'll be another kind of hearty cheer. Pretty generic, since not a whole lot of the town has really met the three of you. Probably your names are starting to kind of sift through the town a little bit, but not known in a face-to-face kind of name. With that, she'll kind of turn everybody away to enjoy themselves, and while the three of you are there, we'll kind of sit on the bar to speak with you for a moment. I do apologize that there was not as much as we were hoping to pay, whoever won, but I guess there were three of you as well, so it's even less than we expected. But within each of those pouches, you'll find 20 gold. As you came back, and she'll kind of pull out the numbers a bit more, counted 110 gold. So it equaled out to be your 55% cut was 60 gold total. I can only assume, since the three of you did not know each other before this, would each want your gold separate.
Certainly.
Well, is there...
We'll take it separate, yeah. We know how to count, though, so if you want to put it all in a pile, we can count it out.
What
You've
pile?
already got it separated into 3 pouches. You don't need to have it set. Thank you. We'll each take a pouch.
Well, you can fight over them as you will, I guess.
I take mine. I take out 5 gold. I put it on the bar, and I tie the pouch up, and I put it in my pocket and say, "There's always room for kindness in the world." And I look, is Kendra there?
Yes. Yeah, behind the bar, you probably could have, catch your eye.
And I look over at Kendra and I say, "Your boy is talented, but you need to teach him to find his right mark." And
Hold on. Kendra is the barkeep.
Not Kendra.
Oh, Tabitha?
Tabitha.
She probably would have been relatively close to you, but not that close if you want to kind of...
I do walk over to her after leaving the 5 gold on the
Okay.
on the bar, and basically saying to the mayor, "Just keep that for the town. It's fine. I'll find more gold elsewhere." And I walk over to Tabitha and say what I said. "Your boy is very talented, but you need to teach him to find a mark." And then I keep going off to the corner and sit, kick back, and just observe.
with that, she would kind of smile in your general direction that you may not have caught, but the other two probably were watching at least Hastian walk away, and would catch Tabitha very quickly kind of turning her head, searching for Kale, who probably would have been closer to the bar, and she just kind of squints at him of, kind of give that mom face of you better not have. And Kale, looking back at Kale, he, kind of the ears would droop a little bit and he kind of shy away, but I guess that'd be the end of that.
When Heston walks away from where we got our gold, I'll just give an exasperated sigh, open up my pouch, take out 5 gold, put it on the counter, look at Kestro's right there?
Kendra would be there.
Or Kendra. I'll just look at her, nod, and walk away with my pouch. Just going in amongst the group to be adored.
I'm gonna take 1 coin out and flip it to Kendra. Bow. Say thank you. And never use children again. And then walk to find my party members. Very effective. I want to say, like, very effective, and I appreciate that, but no, not worth it.
With kind of, I guess you might hear a bit of kind of a frustrated Kendra coming up to Ivis to kind of speak to her, and in a whispered turn or kind of tone that probably Joanna would hear. Well, why am I getting all the heat? And Ivis will kind of chuckle a bit. At least it's not on me.
I'm gonna go back to my party members and say, don't worry, I'm gonna donate half tomorrow morning, but just directly. I want to find an orphanage or, something, but I just don't trust him.
Oh, you can do whatever you like with your share. I felt bad because we opened up the Gauntlet's fingers, and now the town has lost a source of income.
I don't feel bad. They still have 2 rings. They've got 2 closed fingers. It's still holding that rod thing.
Whatever it is, yes.
If anything, it'll be an event. Oh my god. It's never been opened before. Come try to open the last 2.
Yeah, only 2 left. I mean, if anything, that's gonna accelerate this shit, right?
Well, we can hope. We can hope.
Is there anyone else you would like to talk to? Anything with, I guess, any other important things you want to do while the party winds down? You'd probably be invited to all the shops around the courtyard to come in and kind of spend your gold.
Well, I'm not spending any money here. I've already given them 5 gold.
Everything's free tonight anyway.
Yeah, I don't expect anyone to be at work.
With as the party kind of winds down a bit, and the mayor will wander up to you again, and well, that's it for me tonight. You kind of see her kind of wobbling a bit. Thank you again. Oh, the one you brought back. Janice did recognize him. He seemed to be Renlest, Kellen Renlist. I hadn't seen him in a few years, so I didn't recognize him. He was not that skinny and haggard when he was here last, but so at least we know who that was.
Well, we just got a name. Look what was his story? Do you know?
Well, he was a
Family?
bit of an artist and a map maker. He enjoyed traveling in the woods around town and traveling around the heart, just kind of making drawings and making maps and selling them where he could. Seemed to be a friendly enough fellow, I believe, the last time he was in town.
Where did he call home?
I don't know if he called any places home anymore.
All right.
Interesting turn of phrase. Why would you say you don't know if he'd call anywhere home anymore?
Well,
He's dead.
well, and he also seemed to just come in on occasion and leave on occasion with no... I guess he never spoke of home. We'll put it as that.
All right. I'll accept that.
With that, she will toddle off, kind of swaying a bit back to out into the open courtyard. A tired-looking Kale is carried off by his mother for the evening. If there is nothing more the three of you would like to speak of, we may retire for the evening.
Let's do that.
I'm good with that.
Okay. Because you have done this previously, I will question, is there any evening shenanigans planned by anybody?
Too drunk. Not happening tonight.
It'll happen tomorrow. Or the next day.
Okay.
Straight to bed.
Straight
Brushing
to bed
my
then.
teeth first, though,
All right.
for sure.
General evening care, possibly a halfway warm or cool bath to kind of freshen yourselves a little bit, possibly. Either way, you make your way to your beds for the evening. Sleep finds you quite quickly. Maybe not after all the some from all the drinking, some from the weight of expectation and the crowd atmosphere around you all. Sleep finds you quite easily. But before the morning comes, your evening is split again by visions. You find yourself back to the maw of a great red dragon as you are falling down, a hand splayed in front of you, windmilling as you catch a blue ring on a finger. Back to the feast hall, a mug raised and to be drank, and on the thumb, a silver ring. Overlooking the battlefield, tired, weary, more time spent here than all your previous flashes. You find them, they lift up a sword, and on a finger, a blue ring. The arrows coming down on you, you have time to feel the weight and the warmth seeping around you as a hand raises and a black ring on a finger. Falling into the cavern, windmilling again, that panic of seeing the ground rush up to you, a gold ring on a finger. The pause and seeing the snapping of the wand, silver ring. the desert, reaching out and grabbing sand, a gold ring. The frozen tundra, a wary hand wards away wolves, and on it flashes a red ring. When you awake in the morning, you do have a recollection of the visions that you had, but you wake refreshed. You do experience your long rest. Just so that you know, long rests are a little different in Pathfinder. Try clicking the button and maybe that'll fix everything, but you're only getting a set number of hit points. It's not like a true reset. But you all should probably be okay. With that, you kind of glance quickly down at your hand. Your ring, I'll leave to you all to decide, could have changed fingers if you wish. Whatever finger you all as players would like to have it on, that's where the ring will have shifted. And if you wish to keep it on the same, you can keep it on the same.
Keep it on the index finger.
I'm gonna keep mine on the thumb.
You guys got the cool fingers. Mine's gonna go to my pinky finger.
Wait, what did you have?
Ring finger. Boring.
Let's go!
I'd say with that, whoever thinks, that they would be up first, or it's a bit of a shock, bit of surprise maybe to look down to see it on a different finger if you did end up changing it over, but down for breakfast if you all wish. Fresh baked bread, porridge ready, sausages ready. You all will have...
probably be the last one up, but I'll definitely help myself to oatmeal and sausage.
Okay. I will leave you all with this at this moment. That you, given this time with this ring and the vision that you saw, you do have a thought of a name that seems to come to you. That you are wearing a ring of 5 paths.
5 paths?
5 paths, yep. I guess I did forget to kind of think about that. So still kind of waking up and you look down at the ring, you see those kind of colors shifting a little bit, maneuvering around. It seems like the ring is weighing, measuring, awaiting something for you all. The Ring of 5 Paths is giving you all a choice. If you want to write these down, that there is the path of defense, accuracy, blood, magic, and health. So with this, actually with it being 8:40, we will maybe pause for a moment. Quick run to the bathroom for all our players. We're going to take a quick bio break. We'll let them kind of stew on that for a moment, and we will jump back into it when we return. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
All right. So everyone on Twitch, feel free to stick around. We will just going to run to the bathroom quick. We will jump back in here in a few minutes, and maybe maybe someone will have made their choices, and we'll see what occurs from that. All right. Be back soon. All right. Welcome back. Sorry about the... Well, not sorry. We need to take a little break. I'm not apologizing for that. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, we left off with the players receiving, I guess, a bit of a vision, kind of tagging off their previous one, and it seems like a choice may be laid bare before them by their newfound accoutrements. If you all kind of feel free to take your time on if you ever make your decision, but looking closely at the ring, kind of getting that feeling that something is waiting for a choice, you will notice those spiraling bands of color will kind of rotate and intertwine with themselves very slowly.
Can I ask for the descriptions of all the rings we saw again, or should we depend on the notes that we took? The first like 3, it's like sketchy.
Of just kind of like what you saw during the sure. I mean, you saw a blue, silver, black, gold, and red ring. Do you want to know exactly when they appeared?
I was gonna say, I have like 7 colors, so...
The colors, there were 8 different visions, but they were only 5 different colors.
I don't know what you saw. What did you eat last night?
It's the blue, red, and the black that one of them's not right. 2 of them.
I shouldn't say anything. I wrote down silver for one of them.
It's silver and gold. And red.
Silver is one of them. Okay. Silver.
It's blue, red, and black that I'm...
Blue, red, black, gold, silver. I love the paranoia. I never thought I would enjoy it so much.
Accuracy.
Okay.
2 blue.
Okay.
Blue was twice.
Okay. Wow. Good. Subconscious.
Maybe.
Feel free if you don't want to make your decision quite yet, but...
Magic.
I want to wait on mine.
Well, I think Hastian would probably be up first, seeing as not needing as much sleep, kind of getting those visions awakening, and kind of being drawn to, with that knowledge, being drawn towards the idea of accuracy. Kind of getting ready for the morning. You take a bit of time and glancing at the ring on occasion, and one such occasion you'll have noticed that those multicolored bands had kind of folded and coalesced into a single color of blue. While looking over your armor for a moment, you kind of catch a few seams and notches in the armor that you hadn't really noticed before. Essentially, with this ring, Hastian, you will have a +1 to hit on your ranged and melee attacks.
Excellent.
Which I think I could go like... It'll take a bit to get it all attached and change anything in your character sheet, so it's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay.
And you will actually find that item in your character sheet.
You?
Joanna, your morning will kind of morning rituals kind of be as normal as you would. You do catch that that strangeness, the kind of oddity of your ring kind of pulling at you. Oh, and it looks like you guys just got some cheers. We have 4 advantages or hero points, but I don't know who they're going to yet. So, Guild Superior Dave, if you can mention who they're for, will let us know. Maybe the DM will take all 4 of them.
No.
Absolutely not.
But Joanna, you kind of get that expectation, that knowledge of something is different, and I guess you head down as normal, unless you feel the time to make that decision.
Nope. I wanna wait.
Sure. Kuzmik being a little bit slower, waking up as well. Taking a kind of that moment to kind of think about it, and you all will have, or you will, seems like very quickly decide on what you had wanted, and with that kind of focus back to the ring, will first notice that the ring is not on your ring finger anymore, but is now on your pinky finger. You do not remember moving it yourself. As the colored bands start to fade away and coalesce into a banded silver ring. With that, you're going to get +1 to your spell DCs. So make them a little more difficult to be defended against. And possibly even +1 to, strike them. We will see about that. I got to look into that more. I guess we'll leave it to you all how you head downstairs with this new information. And everyone did get a hero point. Even myself.
Aww.
All right, back to you all, players.
Thank you. You guys, my ring just moved on its own. I swear I didn't do it. And it's silver now. Can you believe that? Shit, look it. Let me see your guys'. Put them up.
Mine's the same. No change.
Blue.
Ooh. You feel any different? You didn't move? It didn't move, though. It was always on that finger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always on that finger. I feel I don't know. I feel good. I feel good.
I feel good, too. Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel good too.
Why have ours changed and yours hasn't, though?
I don't know. I had a crazy dream about rings, but like, what?
Dude, me too.
Yeah.
I did as well.
Well, why didn't yours change then, Joanna? I mean, if we all had the dream and ours changed, I feel like I was really, I don't know. The visions for that silver one really did something for me, I guess, because, I mean, boop, I got silver.
Well, yeah, how did yours change fingers? Like, that's a bigger question.
I know, that is a huge question. I have no idea. I remember being a little jealous. You guys had your ring on cool fingers, and mine was on a boring finger. So I wonder if it just, do you think my mind moved it in the night? I think my mind moved it in the night.
We are dealing with rings that came off of an exceptionally old artifact, so it's possible. Anything is possible.
All right. A bit of time getting your breakfast. Fresh baked bread will come to the table, and with some scones and other items, and Kendra will kind of make a note or speak over to you all compliments of the Rising Sun Bakery. Is there anything else I can get you this morning?
Have another bowl of porridge.
And sausages ready?
Oh, you know what I like.
She'll quickly pull that out and ready.
A bit of information. Something called the Black Maw. Have you ever heard of that?
I guess not. Not from my reckoning. Unsure.
All right. No problem. Just a name came to me, and I just trying to remember where I heard it. So are we going to go back to the cave, my fellow companions?
I'll leave it
I
all
was
to you.
just waiting for you to finish flirting with the barkeep.
Oh, my dearest goblin, you'll know when I'm flirting.
I don't know what that means. I would prefer to leave this room now. I am just about ready to go. Let me go up and polish my tooth. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm up and back really quick, but my tooth looks real shiny, the gold one, of course. All right, let's go.
All right, exiting the tavern, or the inn, you walk out to the courtyard, looking up. There's, in its place, is the gauntlet. A few people might be kind of waving at you as you exit. Couple shopkeepers just kind of looking your way, excited to see you again, but maybe a few kind of random calls out to feel free to come on by if you need anything, and seems to be pretty welcoming. I'm assuming you all are on your mission, on your way.
I want to stop at the store, and whichever store would get me a med kit. I already forgot what the phrase was.
Yeah, there's a healer's kit.
Healer's kit.
Yeah, probably best would be the Baronry. Is kind of the town general store.
I'd like to get a healer's kit as well. Unfortunately, Ty, I'm getting my kiddos are really needing me right now. I apologize. I need to drop. So
okay. Give me yeah. Oh no, did I set this up?
Spending his money.
I'll put my.
Oh, you just got to run for a little bit. You might be back.
No, I'm probably not going to be back. But I'll just so that you don't have to mess with your stuff. I'm going to put myself on mute. I'll cover my camera. That way you don't have to mess with anything on the stream.
Awesome.
But
can do.
Thank you, everyone. If I do have a chance to come back, I will. But it's looking
family
like
comes first. No worries.
And you'll have
Exactly.
no money.
And
Give me your bag of gold.
Hestian goes and puts his money closer to his heart.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
I'm a little offended you guys are both buying healers kits.
You can get in on this action.
Well, I can heal you guys, but I appreciate that you're taking care of yourself. I like that you're looking out for yourself. Things could happen. I mean, I ran out of the ability to heal you last time, so I understand. I'm feeling a little hurt deep down inside.
I feel like the fact that I'm a bad shot and that I take a lot of damage is not your fault.
Okay, yeah, you can think that. That's cool.
Okay, as you kind of make your way directly to the west, the first large building is the Baronry. Oh, actually, let me pull this up.
I just noticed the graveyard on the map. We don't need to go there. It's a really big area.
Could if you wanted. There it is.
What I thought that was before.
So entering into the Baronry, you probably would have had this the proprietor meet you last night, kind of shake your hand, encourage you to stop on by. A quick kind of rummage through the hazy memory of last night or some of you hazy, some of you clear as day. You would remember that the owner's name is Baron, a half-orc gentleman, pretty tall. Last night was relatively happy, but you can kind of see, or you're able to notice the kind of grumpy lines set in his face. But when you all enter in, you step into the Baronry. It's definitely a larger building, lots of rows and shelves, mainly focused on kind of farming equipment, but you will kind of, he's off to the right, sitting by the window, watching you all enter, kind of sitting behind the countertop, kind of resting, and you'll see plenty of random items, a few sun rods hanging up on an upper shelf above him. The back corner will be a couple weapons, like long swords and axes, and seems like it's a bit of everything, a very basic general store. Welcome to the Baronry. Can I help you find anything?
We're looking for healer's kits, I guess. Yeah.
Probably have some stuff laying around here, and we'll kind of walk you back to the center of the back wall, and you'll find a number of like prepared kits, and here's a climber's kits over here. You got a decent number of backpacks between some newer and worn, and kind of on one of the upper shelves he pulls down a healer's kit that you have seen in your travels previously. Looks like I have about 4 of them. How many would you like? Hassian would probably have kind of piped up that he'd be looking for 1.
I think we need total of 3. Don't judge me. I don't have one, Joanna. I've been doing it with my own magic, but I feel like maybe it might help a little bit. You never know.
What deal
Can't
could you
hurt.
give us for 3?
Well, for the heroes of the town, I can make quite a deal, but is there anything else you might want? Have a number of things that may be of interest for you.
Like what else? What are you thinking? Like what are you looking at us and thinking we might need? Because I feel like, I don't know, I got a lot of stuff.
Well, let's see. Because I don't need to hold on to these anymore. And we'll kind of give you a 1 up and down again, and noticing your crossbows and bows on you will. All right. Let's go up front. Let's talk. When he gets up to the front, he'll set down the healer's kits, and we'll bend down and pick up a relatively thin, longer box, probably about this size, and we'll open up the lid, and inside are two bolts that are engraved in some kind of runic script up the shaft, and the fletching is a multicolored kind of pattern. Almost seems like it's a weird scalloped multicolored fletching. These have been identified as chaos bolts. The mighty fine item for those who live dangerous lives, as it were, but they can be a bit pricey. But for you, I'd give you a deal.
I'm not familiar with them. What do they do?
Well, as the name would kind of pertain, when you never know what happens when you shoot one. As the man I bought them from said that there may be an explosion. Let me just check and see, because I don't remember. These bolts have been known to heal people from afar, even making whole enemies just disappear from in front of you.
I mean, that sounds fun, but if we're in a tight battle, I don't want to heal someone. I don't know. How much are they? How much are they?
Well,
For the hero price, right?
hero's price. Okay, well, I'll do with the 3 healers kits as well. We'll say 6 gold for each of the chaos bolts, and another 3 gold for each of the healers kits.
So 12 gold total for the lot.
That'll be 15 gold for the lot. No, 21 for the 2 bolts.
I'll give you 10. I'll give you no. Okay, so what did we say? Total.
So it'll be 6 per bolt, 6 gold pieces per bolt, and 3 gold pieces per healer's kit.
15. Oh, God, there's 2. Wow.
I know, I did the same thing.
Ah. Math is hard.
And that's your hero price, is 15 for everything.
Well, that's a pretty good deal. Normally these, I'll admit, I bought them at a deal at 6 gold from the guy I sold it to, but saving the town, I could sell it back at cost.
They kind of sound magic. If I had my new friend Guzmek cast Detect Magic, would it show anything?
Well, I sure hope so.
I mean, yeah, I think they're magic. I do think that. It's worth something, but 15 gold is a lot of money for us. You know, we took a bit of a cut in favor of your town. So our gold stores aren't as big as you might imagine. How about 12? We'll give you 12 for everything. Joanna, don't worry. I'll pay for the chaos bolts myself.
15's as low as I can go. And that's just for the 3 of you.
How about... Really? That's as low as you can go?
Well, that'd be market, or as much as I bought the bolts for, and that's even a loss at the healer's kits. Normally these are 4 gold apiece.
What do you think, Joanna? Are you interested in a little chaos?
Couldn't hurt.
Could be cool.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
could hurt, but
could be really cool.
I'm in. And I haven't given as much money away, so I can pay for the bolts.
I mean, as I figure, easy come, easy go. We're heroes, right? I mean, this is what we do now. So, you pay for one, I'll pay for one, and we'll each pay for our own kits. Or better yet, Hestian, there's this bag of gold right there. I mean, kidding, Mike.
Let's pay for it, but I would like to take 2 gold from Hestian's and put it in my pouch. And then I'm going to act like we used to.
Sorry, you cut out there. Say that again.
I want I want us to pay for the stuff, but I want to take 2 gold if possible from Hestian and just put it in my pouch. I guess he's probably he's there. He's just not there.
He would pay. You know,
I can't steal from
what
him.
you need. If you said, 2 gold,
Not what he's
he would
listening.
still probably pay 2 gold to get the healer's kit.
Alright, we could pay for our own stuff.
Well,
And
we'll
split
each pay for
bolts.
our own. Yeah, you and I'll split the bolts. Does he use a crossbow?
He uses
a
a
crossbow?
short bow.
Yeah, okay. So these aren't any value to him anyway. These crossbow bolts.
I haven't been doing very well. I don't think they're very valuable to me.
And they're gonna be great.
We can do it.
It's gonna be the most fun money you've ever spent. Okay, so
Deal.
done. We'll take it.
Okay.
Drive a hard bargain. We'll take it. Baron.
Aha, I'm glad you remember me. He'll happily kind of transfer that over. Well, is there anything else I can get you? Do you need more bolts? Do you need different armor? Eelskin bandages? Since it seems like you were getting some stuff for the healing. I got some bait pebbles.
I think we're okay. We're not like leaving. So, we mostly needed the healer's kits, to be fair.
I can understand completely, and if they come in handy, then I feel relieved I was able to help.
Thank you, Baron. Grab our stuff. And go.
Okay.
We'll each take a bolt.
Sure.
So that's how much were the healer's kits? 4? Did you say?
3.
So
2? Was it 1?
Haciano
4
could
originally.
pull 2. Mark off 7 gold for each of you guys. Haciano will mark off 1, and then we'll you guys can figure out more next week when Mike's back. If you're able to kind of try to get more money off him or some such. Maybe he wanted something else too. We'll figure that out when time comes.
Okay.
And when we got paid, was it 20?
Yes.
Some of us gave
Nah,
5
20.
away though.
When we were paid, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, minus 1 here.
It's on your own generous hearts that you gave money back.
When we exit the store, I want to look around. See what other buildings are.
Okay.
Orphanage.
No orphanage.
I'll stop by the soothing shrine.
Okay.
No, the soothing shrine on the
Yep.
way out, and I will go back to the dark corner, and well, actually, where do the donations go? Is there an obvious place for donations in here, or
There'd probably be a from kind of going with the shrine. You have some altars kind of, or you know, some small shrines on each side, and the three major ones kind of straight back. I'd say probably pretty near the door you'd find kind of a nondescript box, but then there are others who actually do just leave something at their own, you know, preferred shrine. So it's up to you.
Okay. I will go back to the corner that is dark, where I know the Lost Sister shrine is, and I will put a gold coin right down. Suppose there might be a font. I don't know. It's
Yeah, there's kind of a small bowl, not even a bowl, just kind of a very shallow bowl set out in front of it.
I put my hand in it first and just touch. It's empty, isn't it?
Yes. Let me actually see more on.
I'll put one gold coin in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll hold my necklace, and I'll just say, "Protect us all today." Take a minute, silent reflection, and then turn on and come back out.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow her in, very leisurely though, kind of just, like, I don't know, swaying in. Take one gold coin and put it to the general donation, and then just kind of, I feel like slowly walk around and kind of just admire like the statues, and then walk out.
Okay. As you all kind of make your way out, you catch a relatively tired-looking Janus, a bit of mud at the hem of his robes and over his boots, kind of making his way back towards the soothing shrine, and would kind of, you know, raise a hand in greeting. Welcome back, heroes. Thank you again for all you've done and for returning Kellen to I guess a bit of rest.
I'm sorry if you knew him well. We're happy to bring him back to his resting place.
And I knew a bit of you know, knew him for a bit, but I guess we're not the closest of friends.
How do you think he ended up in there? Do you think he was kidnapped? Out making maps, maybe?
Well, I mean, seeing as how unhealthy he looked, he probably was not. Guess I'm unsure if he was there on his own accord or not. The goblins seem very malnourished as well.
I don't think they have a great diet there. So they called him the Enlightened One, though. Do you suppose it's because he just knew stuff about like maps and stuff, or do you think maybe it had something more to do with something God-like, something spiritual?
Well, guess I'm unsure. All I remember is Aerith speaking of a figure bathed in light that they called the Enlightened Ones. So maybe it had been him.
Did they speak of the Enlightened One before or after the last time you saw Kellen?
Oh, I have not. We had not seen Kellen for a number of years. So, and they just saw him less than a 10-day ago. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I just can't figure out what.
No, but we're still staying in town, so we'll see you again. Definitely, we'll be visiting the shrine
Well,
again later.
they would,
Keep us in your thoughts today. We're going back to the cave.
well, do be careful out there, and may the gods watch over you all.
And you as well.
And with that, we'll kind of head back in to the soothing shrine. Anything else on your way out?
Glare at Kale's house on the way by, I think.
Give me a
Right?
perception check.
Okay. Eight.
Okay. House seems to be... Well, the front door is kind of cracked open. No notice of Kale.
Cracked open.
Well, the door's open a little bit. The windows are open. The curtains are closed, but a little bit of wind blowing through.
Well, I'm a city goblin, so when I see a door open, cracked, ajar, I feel like that is a sign of foul play.
Okay.
Joanna, what do you make of that? The door's open over there. Everything else seems to look fine, but I mean, an open door.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem.
definitely.
Should go
Sick
check it
mother and
out.
her kid. Gotta be safe. Suspicious.
Yeah.
We should check it out.
So now you're saying you care about Kale. Interesting. Okay.
Or we just want to enjoy seeing him in distress.
As you
You don't know.
make your way up and kind of peer inside, I'm guessing you look inside instead of just opening up the door. Do you just open up and barge in?
I want to kind of kick it or swing it all the way open, but stand outside and kind of just say hello.
Tabitha!
As you kick or push open the door, you see an entryway almost, or kind of a bit of a meeting room, a living room den area with a couch against one wall, a couple tables and chairs kind of stationed out throughout this room. But what catches your eye is the multitude of papers and just strewn about the room. Books open. A quick glance will see a number of drawings of the gauntlet in place as you've ever seen it, and even we'll say you even catch a more fresh drawing of its current position with its fingers open. At your call, you don't hear anything for a moment, which gets your heart pumping a bit of something occurring before a Lycanon female in her true kind of Lycanon form steps into the room, towering a little taller above than yesterday. You hear she kind of the fox face and tail standing proud as she kind of calls out, "Yes, well, welcome. Thank you for coming to visit."
Oh, sorry to bother you. We saw the door open partially and thought perhaps there could be trouble, so we wanted to check in, make sure there wasn't any.
Oh dear, and my mess. I'm sorry for making you worry, but I got a bit lost in the books last night, and this morning and didn't really pick up after myself. And she kind of takes a bit of time to kind of pull everything together and make kind of rough piles on some tables to kind of clear up some seating space. If come in.
Oh, we don't want to take up too much of your time. It's big news, huh? I see you got a new drawing of the gauntlet down there.
Oh yeah, I got up early this morning when they were putting the gauntlet back to kind of take some notes and get a fresh drawing of it. I hope my messenger delivers the message and we get someone from the collective back in like a 10-day, hopefully, and give my report and hopefully we'll maybe learn some more. This is big news. This has never happened before.
It's I can only speak for myself, but I mean it's awfully exciting to be on the cutting edge of such big news. I mean, look at this, changed overnight.
With that, she'll kind of grab your hand and bring it really close to inspect it, and will I didn't know this was possible, and will kind of scatter back to one of her books and grabbing a piece of parchment and start kind of taking notes.
It moved fingers too. I mean, if that's something of interest to you.
And moved fingers, changed colors. Was there anything else?
No. The Heston's is a change too.
And she'll, I'm assuming he'll hold it out as well, and like, okay, blue and silver and blue, interesting. And she'll kind of look expectantly at Joanna. And yours?
It's the same.
Fascinating. Well, I don't know what to say. If I can't keep you here, but if you'd like to stay, someone from the collective should be here in a 10-day or two, or if you want to make your way up to Gareth, a bit of a larger town, could send along a message that you'd meet up with a representative there, or are you headed south?
We're actually headed to the cavern right now.
Oh.
Just, like we're kind of completionists, and so we want to just make sure that all is good there and nothing is gonna come back and get you guys.
Well, I guess thank you for being so diligent.
There are some loose ends. You haven't heard of the Black Maw, have you?
I can't say that I have, honestly.
Okay. Well, we found a note. We don't know too much. Well, we're headed back. I don't want to say anything that is wrong, since you're writing important notes to people. It's official and stuff. I don't know, Joanne, you got anything else to say? We just saw the door open. To make sure you're fine. I guess and show you this new stuff. But that wasn't our first thought.
Well, thank you for checking in and for all you've done.
Of course. Can never hear it enough. Thank you again. Have a good day. We'll be off.
Okay. With that, you make your way out. No notice of Kale inside during your time, since I know you're worried and curious about where he is. Off into the woods, back to the cave, it sounds like is the goal.
We have healing kits. I think that's all I needed. Because of me and not you, of course.
Yes, of course. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay. As you kind of make your way back out, guards excited to recognize you, kind of wish you well on your way. Stump is still in place outside of town. You make your way along the road for a time before you catch a pathway leading to that hunting trail that you had followed previously. A good 15, 20 minutes of kind of working your way along that path again. You reach back to the cave, to the entrance of the cave. Seemingly, nothing has really moved. There's no, I guess, yeah, nothing special at this moment. Do you kind of make your way in?
Just to clarify, Joanna did see something when we left, right?
Correct. When
Or
you
is
left the
that-
caves yesterday, yes.
Okay. Okay. I guess we should be careful again, right? I mean, since you...
Yeah.
Okay. I will, you can't see anything either.
I was gonna say if Hastian still has the glowing gold, I'm sure he'd give it to me.
Let me see that spell go out.
That coin is not glowing anymore.
I understand magic.
You have torches if you wanted to light a torch as well.
Duration until the next time you make your daily preparations. Okay, so I can just I can just do it again on a coin right now. No big deal. Just don't illuminate all of us accidentally. We kind of push it behind. I mean, you saw what he did yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of block it half.
Yeah, block it.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We don't know.
We
We
got
don't
this.
know what's in there. So I'll get my gross, long, pointy black fingernail and I'll tap the coin again. It can be. It's not gonna be a gold coin because I have so few now. But I'll just do it on a copper. And
Okay.
I'll hand it over to Joanna like this.
Take it. Put it in my pocket. And then before we go in, can I check out the area that I saw the flash in?
Sure. Give me a survival check.
It's scary. What is it? 25.
And that'd be a natural 20 too. So very well done. You can see fresh prints on the ground. Kind of looking closely at it. Smaller animal. And with the natural 20 would probably guess maybe a fox or some such, which seems to fit well with the color that you kind of caught out in the woods.
Fox trail.
That's not what you saw, though, right? When we left yesterday?
I only remember the red. Or the slight shade lighter than red. Maybe orange?
Wait, was it a... I mean, there are the red... that reddish fox color.
Yeah.
Could be that their fur? I don't know. Oh, well, let's
Fox
just...
common here? The fox wouldn't be a threat then. in the
Not a
cave.
threat. Yeah. Maybe we'll still be cautious, though. But yeah.
Can I tell how fresh the tracks are?
I guess with with the fresh dew this morning, might be wearing on them a little bit, so they seem like they would have been pretty fresh almost yesterday. Why don't the two of you give me a perception check?
$13.
10.
Hastian got a 20.
With his bonuses.
A natural 20?
Yeah, natural.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or a dirty one. I mean, whatever.
Well, I can't. Oh, wait, not initiative. Perception. I can roll for him. He rolled a 6 for an 11.
Oh, Hatchin.
I mean, nothing seems to catch your eyes in the woods of a flash of orangish red. Seems to be safe okay so far.
Are you ready? You want to go in? Got your dragon stance ready?
I will.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'll since I can see, I'll go first, right?
Yes, I won't complain.
I'll start sneaking in with the chain shirt.
Sure. Roll a stealth check, everyone, please.
Okay.
14. But my dice hit her dice, so I don't think that counts.
Sorry, we're getting there.
Okay. Probably not the stealthiest making your way in. Are able to remember as you step in that tripwire in the entrance of the cave. Passing that just fine, squeezing your way into the and let's see here. Don't hear music. We'll see if you can you still hear nothing?
Good now. Yeah.
Okay. You make your way back into the cave. Seemingly finding it as you left it at where you last saw. Nothing is jumping out to attack you. You see the couple of the goblin bodies that you had left near the door. A possibly catch of a bit of scurrying off in the distance of tiny tacking feet of maybe rats or some such running about, but nothing seems to be aggressive at the moment. Where would you like to go?
Uzbek, do you still have the map?
Yeah, I didn't throw anything away.
You talking
maybe
about
I might-
so
the drawings?
yeah, the couple that you had, yeah.
Yeah, the one that was the cave, was that just a diagram of the
Kind of just that back kind of pathway.
Never mind, I didn't say that. Where do you want to explore?
Well, we didn't go around that way, and I point over to our left, around the ridge there.
Sounds good to me.
I think I saw some tapestry over there. There's a lot happening there all at once, but I think there was some tapestry. Maybe it's covering another place. I don't know. Let's go over there. Kind of trying to speak a little quieter too. I'm not yelling this stuff.
Okay. I guess feel free to explore as you would with your characters.
I'm following Guzmik.
Yeah, yeah. You pass kind of that alcove that's raised up above you, that 10 feet up.
Neither of us got up. Neither of us got up there, right? It's just they came down to us.
Correct.
I would like to climb it.
Okay.
Go, Joanna.
10 feet. You'll probably be able to do that just kind of yourself scrambling up and making a running jump up it. I think if we go, there we go. Sorry, I had to pull it forward in order to activate it. As you kind of stepping up top, you do see a bit of a cavern that seems to have a very minor slope as it heads off into the distance, as it makes the bend and you lose sight of beyond it.
Is it like parallel to the ground?
Parallel to the ground?
Or is it going down or up? I guess.
Very
Can I
slightly down. Very, very slightly.
I want to jump back down to Guzmik. Hey Guzmik, I saw something up there, kind of like a hallway. Do you want to check it out?
Yeah. Well, we should leave no stone unturned up here, right?
Yeah.
Or no tunnel unexplored. Let's do this.
Okay, Hastian will kind of be a brace to help you all up. Easily enough, and you're probably able to help pull him up a little bit. Nothing major. It's only 10 feet up. You're able to just kind of scramble your way.
I step on his head on the way up.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Concussion. Do you want to go first, Guzmik, or should I take out the...
Oh, I'll go first. That's all right. This map has not opened up for me.
You might need to go where I am. Or I was.
I think it got you pulled far enough. Yeah, kind of take one more step through. It'll open it up for you.
Collides with at least one wall.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Sorry, playing with walls and VTT. I'm still learning.
It's okay. Alright, here I go.
As it kind of snakes its way off into the distance, quiet back tunnel, really no noise here waiting for you. The width of the tunnel kind of increasing, decreasing back and forth. A little constrained in here. You kind of feel that darkness kind of creeping in a bit, Joanna, but the coin helps, and Guzmik and Hastian around you kind of give you a little bit of semblance of peace.
This is a really long tunnel. I regret this.
Already think about turning back, huh?
No.
I'm not a quitter. I'm a complainer.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Where does this go?
I'm glad I made such a large map.
We're checking every square inch of this map. Are there any footprints on the ground? Like, fresh?
Not terribly. I mean, relatively fresh, but you know, it is.
It's just been...
Others were here previously, so it's not like there was a bunch of dust on the ground. As you kind of reach the end point up here, you find some rough carved in steps. Stepping back down probably a few feet as you see this open back up into a large cavern. Seems like you have found your way back to the main room.
That was productive.
That's what I thought something might be behind, but I guess that was the thing. Alright, well, I guess let's just look around a little more here. I don't know what else we haven't seen.
Follow the wall.
Follow the wall.
Okay. As you kind of make your way about, you find a few shattered arrows and shattered bolts around the edges of the wall. Getting back to the point up here, you reach that black kind of fabric leather that was kind of blocking the wall back up here, or blocking that path to the back area where there were those that tent and lean-to.
Does it look like it's been disturbed at all since yesterday?
Not really. It's kind of back in place to where you last saw it.
Okay. I'm just gonna let's just look back at that lean-to where we found the maps. Just right here. That looks all the same.
Yeah, why don't you...
Okay.
I'll say it doesn't really look like there's anything different on there. You get a glimpse again about some of those charcoal type drawings. That lean-to is kind of ramshackle. The bed, not very very well kept. Pillow in there, kind of, if you can call that a pillow. It's more of a sack with something in it to give it a little bit of substance.
Just like stuffing, right? Not like anything cool.
Unsure, do you want to rip it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Rip it open.
Pillaging.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. We are pillagers. Oops, perception.
And actually, Joanna, you give me one too.
Love to. I would love to. It's a 23.
19.
I think we got Allie hooked on playing games because she rolls good. She loves it. As Guzmic is pillaging and ripping into the pillow and kind of pull it apart, you both catch something, some kind of stone or something drop out of the pillow and kind of clatter its way off a couple feet.
What was that? Get it.
You're the one that dropped it.
Oh,
But
all
I'll
right.
pick it up
okay,
and-
yeah, sure. Where'd it go?
What is it?
Who grabbed it?
Me.
It's...
If it looks cool, I'll die for it.
I
Just
will...
kidding,
Oh,
won't
can
die
I...
for it.
Hold on. I will send you guys a picture in the chat so that if you feel like it was that interesting to jump at, it is a zoite stone. It seems to be kind of worn down and polished smooth almost. But here is what zoite looks like. At least I'm pretty sure that's zoite.
Does it have all those numbers on it?
No. It does not look like a dice. It just looks like a... it's a stone approximately the size of... I'd say a little larger than a quarter. That has a depression in the center and is probably maybe a centimeter thick. Seeing this greenish red stone bounce around. Guzmic, do you want to die for it, or letting Joanna have it?
No, I won't die for it.
Okay.
Do you want to hold it, Joanna, or you want me to hold it? We should
I'll,
keep it.
I'll,
though.
pi- I'll pick it up. I think that's the first step.
Sure. Yeah, you pick it up.
Oh.
Seems like a fancy, nice-looking stone kind of thing, but that's about it.
What do you suppose the depression in the center is for? Is it
I don't
like
know.
the size of a finger? Is it a worry stone?
Seems like. Seems to be a pretty good catch. Pretty good idea.
Well, cool. Maybe we give it to Jairus. What's his name? That's the shrine.
Janice?
Janice.
Janice. Should we give it to Janice to put with him? In case he's worried about stuff in the afterlife. How about
Sure.
I just I'm gonna do a quick detect magic on it. Just a cantrip.
It does seem
Just in
to give off a faint bit of magic.
Oh, we're not putting it with his body. That's magic. Faint.
Whose body?
The enlightened one.
Oh!
What's his pillow?
I thought you were talking about Janice.
I think the enlightened one to Kellen I think is at the soothing shrine right now. But this is magic. Maybe we don't do that after all. We just keep it for ourselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was hidden. Maybe we bank it and deal with it later?
Maybe it has something to do with him being the enlightened one.
Mm.
I don't know. Let's just keep it. We'll keep it. We won't tell anyone we found it. It's
Yeah.
ours. We found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep looking.
Okay.
I mean, we're looting. You know. The spoils. Okay, should we go back over to the place that we found the gauntlet up in the wall?
Yeah, so you found the gauntlet up here in the stalactite. There's one path going close to near you, where you are, and there's another path off to the east side of the room. Right side of the room, whatever it is.
We got pretty excited. We didn't follow this path right here.
Yeah, I'm a completionist. I can't skip, an area
Yeah,
that we can
yeah.
go in.
Cannot leave it, so let's go.
Woo!
Boop. We're going in.
Okay.
Checking it out.
Dead enemy scared me.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
So just so you know, it's just kind of an artifact of the map. As this pathway kind of worms its way around, it actually kind of shrinks off into a very tiny opening that you could probably try to squeeze through if you wanted to.
What? Yeah. Like both of us?
Guzma could probably be a little easier for you. Joanna would probably have a bit of an effort to make her way through.
Flexible. But if, do you want to go first?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll go first. It's no big deal.
Okay, as Guzma kind of makes her way through a bit of crawling, maybe about 5 feet, the path kind of opens up again, and very quickly you find yourself near the edge of a chasm. Another kind of pathway goes along a different direction. The air in here is much more stale and aged. Seems like you are making your way deeper into the hills.
Come on through. This seems all right. Be careful. There's a chasm. Don't come through really fast.
Oh, okay.
Make
Are
an
you still crawling?
acrobatics check
Might be.
to squeeze through.
25.
Very, very flexible indeed. Able to kind of make your way through. Oh no, I gotta find Heston's.
Get in here,
What?
Heston.
You can leave him.
You gonna leave him?
No, no.
Pin your ears back and get in here.
Yeah, so he's able to make it through as well. Seems like you're entering into a cavern system that could go for quite some time.
What's the ground here? Does it look like this might be a traveling area?
There's a decent amount of dust in this area. You have found there's some of it that is kind of kicked up probably in the last 10 day. You've heard of the last kind of expedition heroes trying to clear the place ended up dispatching the goblins, but were unable to locate the hobgoblin or the enlightened one. Putting it together, they may have escaped deeper into the tunnels.
And that group went not that long ago, right?
Yep.
Pretty
Within about a 10 day.
10 day, right, okay. This could become a rescue mission.
Well, 3 of them went in. 1 came out. And when they came back with the guards, they found the bodies of the other 2. And you just missed out on the hobgoblin and the enlightened one were not to be found.
Well, what do you think? I mean, we're here, but this doesn't seem... I don't know.
Would we have seen the other, like, one other entrance? Because I'm thinking if it's a pretty long crawl or walk, maybe finish looking at the cave and then come back to this. But only if I had seen like another entrance, another room.
There, I say you know of the one entrance of the pathway that you haven't taken, and you know of the other 4 or 5 caves kind of in this general area that you at one point they didn't know exactly which one the goblins were holed up in. So I guess that's be some information that you would have of the general layout and area.
Do we want to keep going, or? I guess I don't care, but it just seems like it's gonna be a commitment.
Is this an uncomfortable size in here, or can the big people stand up, like once we get up fully in?
It's probably a little lower, but you're still able to stand comfortably at this moment.
I don't know why I was thinking like cave. Okay.
I'd be all right with going a little bit here.
Me too. Now that I understand, I'm not on my stomach.
No, it's just the first little bit to get past, and then it rose up again. Okay, well, why don't the 2 of you, and I'll have Aston roll for survival. Seven for Hasun.
I'm getting there.
That's okay. If you click on your character, you'll get that little hotkeys that pop up too, that if you go to skills, you can easily find it.
What? Never seen that before. Okay. Why is it taking me so long? Okay. It's the hand. It's the hand. Sorry, after all that, what am I rolling? Survival.
Survival.
It was worth the wait. 21.
The cave, kind of, as you explore a bit along, doesn't really branch out a whole lot to start. You being a little, I guess, maybe it's just instincts that you're able to understand where, you're pathing way through the caverns or the caves. None of it ever opens up into a cavern. They're all quite tight. Sometimes the tall folk do need to duck down. Other times there's plenty of ceiling height above you. You come to a path or to a fork in the road between left or right. You choose a direction.
Can we see anything?
Always take a right.
Nothing special. There's nothing terribly different in here. The coin light on occasion when you lift it up kind of reassures you that you are still in the cave in darkness. You head off to the right, making your way a little bit farther. Kind of circles back to that to the chasm for a moment before curving away from it again. Another fork in the road, straight left and right.
Right.
Okay.
Always a right.
Right. Kind of making your way through. You probably spend a good hour down here. Always hanging to the right. Never really finding anything before another, instead of a lower point in the ground that it kind of condenses in, you almost reach what looks to be like an old cave-in. But the top portion has been dug away a bit to make another small section in which you could probably crawl through if you so choose.
What do you think? You wanna keep going? I mean, I don't know
Can
where we are right now.
Can we look through like the hole?
Yeah, raising up kind of the coin, you try to look through. Doesn't really let the light flow all the way through to the other side to see what is on the other side of the cave-in area.
Okay, well I chucked the coin through the hole. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you could.
You can. My copper.
I'm all for going through the hole. I just don't know if it's in the coin first.
If you don't, I can just climb through too. Because are we talking absolute dark at this point? Can I still see okay?
You would be able to see just fine with your dark vision, but yeah, it is complete darkness.
Can I take out the worry stone and see if it looks any different?
Sure. Doesn't really seem any different. You may have caught yourself on occasion kind of like playing with it in your pocket at some points.
Okay, back in the bag.
Okay.
Going through.
All right. It opens up kind of into a bit of a, not as large a cavern as you previously experienced where you had the battle, but you do seem, with your trained eyes, you probably would catch a bit of brightness to this room. Very faint, but there is some kind of external light nearby.
I wonder if that's out. Could be outside. Let's see. Come on, Joanna.
I make sure I hide the coin and go towards the light.
Okay. No need to really make any rolls on this one. We'll say you make it your way through. Hastian will probably have gotten a little bit stuck and will need a little bit of assistance kind of getting him through, but the three of you are able to squeeze your way back into this new cavern. Probably 30 feet across. A bit of light on the far side of the room as you can see another pathway kind of lead off and away from this cavern.
Is there any way that I can tell, like, do I have any sense of direction? Like, do I feel like we're going deeper into the hills? Do I feel like with all the rights that we're headed I don't know if I could even know. If we're
You're
headed
a
back
bit
out to the-
confused, I think. It's a
Okay.
bit more time underground than you've really spent and enjoyed.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. Well, let's go to the light.
Yes.
I'm sure you'd appreciate. Your eyes would appreciate it.
Okay. Kind of making your way along, you cross the cavern, or yeah, the small cavern that you're in. Nothing gladly jumps out at you from the darkness. You make your way to that far side where the cave or where that light is coming from, kind of, and you can see the brightness of daylight kind of reflecting off of some stones ahead of you as it curves once again to the right.
See, the rights. That is how we don't get lost. We're always gonna find our way out.
I trust
We'll
you.
lie.
You're the one that's been calling the shots.
Work this time.
Okay. Do you continue up on that way then?
Yeah, I think so, right? We don't. I mean, we're just going straight out.
I mean, is there anything else? We're very distracted by the light.
yeah, we are. You're
Nothing
right.
really caught your eye as you made your way across the cavern this whole time. Dust, dirt, stone overhead, kind of oppressive. As you make your way towards the light, you turn the corner to catch a bright light kind of in your face as you very quickly walk out to the afternoon sun. Kind of pausing a bit to look around. Immediately, you can't really recognize where you are. Somewhere in the hills, the woods seem to be relatively nearby of some woods and forest. You can look up behind you and see a relatively short kind of stone entrance on the stone wall that goes for maybe another 20 feet before it kind of continues off into some far mountain ranges as the hills expand beyond you, beyond this cave entrance.
Can I look for tracks, or what does the ground look like?
Sure, give me a survival check.
$14.
Nothing really jumps out at you on any tracks at the moment. A bit of wildlife here and there maybe, but nothing that you can really discern of what it is.
Can I also check? Well, I was gonna say check behind us, like see if anyone followed us. But if we're already out in the open, I think we just notice.
Has stand behind you, kind of questioning back him. He probably stated he hadn't really noticed anyone behind him or any noises.
Interesting.
We climb to the top of this hill. We get a better vantage. Where we are? I don't know where we are right now. That was a lot of time underground. A lot of rights.
Okay. As you kind of make your way around, you find eventually a bit of a path to kind of get yourself up onto this little bluff, rocky outcropping. And from one direction, you see the hills kind of growing the other direction, and a relatively expansive forest, and a opening clear patch off in one direction. You can probably see a couple buildings of Godsheim. Probably be able to work out that you're a fair bit east of that cave entrance that you had entered in.
Wonder what they use this cave entrance for. Man, it's not a lot going on out here.
You're very, very suspicious.
I remember there being one other entrance in the cave. That we
At the very start.
Yeah, that big area that we killed all those goblins
That's
in.
fun.
I have mixed feelings, but
Do you want to go back?
well, wasn't there one other entrance there? There's one more exit off that big circle that we hadn't checked. I mean, if we're self-described completionists, we gotta go back and check it out, right?
How much time has passed?
Based on the sun, maybe a little over an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. It's a little after midday. Still got plenty of light left.
Well, you got somewhere to be?
I guess the other direction, which is where my bed is. So.
It's like 2 in the afternoon.
End goal. I don't know. Go back.
Well, nobody's gonna make you go if you want to go back and rest in the inn. But there is one more spot I want to check.
Oh, I'm just saying I'm ready to take the trek back to the cave.
Do you...
Oh, back to the cave. Got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you want to go back to your bed and go to sleep.
No. My bed
That's
is in the
what-
direction of the cave, so I have to.
Got it.
I say,
Got
do
it,
you
then, yeah.
do you go back through the cave, or do you try to find it from the outside?
If we can see God's would we be able to directionally find our way?
Probably... Yeah, he's... Probably could. It just depends on how long it would take. Give me another survival check and we can figure that out.
Some new ground to travel seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Sunlight. Staying out in the sunlight also.
For the human, yeah.
25.
Pretty great.
Joanna,
7.
you can kind of work it out relatively quickly and head off to the west. Kind of work your way back down the bluff. Head off to the west, and in probably about 10 minutes walk, maybe less, you find yourself back out to that cave entrance.
Third time's the charm.
Point? What's the point of a 1-hour tunnel to go 10 minutes?
Well, that was one path you took. There were a few
Oh, that's true.
forks that
Alright,
you
I
could
can't
have
judge the
chosen.
architect yet. Alright.
I mean, I know that I said, that we're saying we're completionists. Do we want to go through all those other tunnels too? I don't know. I mean, it seemed pretty dead.
We just
Let's-
saved
let's-
like 60 minutes, and you're already wanting to back out.
I'm not wanting to back out. Okay, let's go to this
Okay,
other spot.
working your way back to the entrance to the path that you originally took. Jumping over that tripwire once again. You make your way in, and you're back to the large cavern that you to remember.
Let's go.
Should we take a right?
Yes. Always a right.
Okay, as you kind of make your way to this entrance, a bit of a little narrow opening. The torches have long since burnt out. In here, you kind of get a bit of an old musty smell. A lot of twigs, hay, straw, grasses, everything you can kind of think of to be a bedding of some sort. Seems like this was kind of the main resting area of the goblins.
Nice place.
Hey.
Can I kind of walk and kick my feet a little bit, searching the ground?
Sure. Well, just give me a perception check then. See if you kick anything heavy on your way.
16.
After a few kicks and making your way around, you find a few things you really wish you didn't find. One particular kick might... you hear a bit of clinking metal and coins. Find a small bag with 2 silver and a copper in it.
Here goes back. Look what I found.
You showing me or you giving it to me?
I'm feeling generous.
We can split it. You want to cut that copper in
I don't
half?
want to count.
Okay, well, thanks. I take it.
Keep looking, I guess. Is there anything else? I looked at the ground, but
Nothing in particular really kind of jumps out that there's anything special in here.
Well, that's it. Unless we want to go through all those other tunnels back there. I mean, it seems like there's probably no more goblins to bother the town.
yeah.
So, that's, yeah, positive news for them.
Go report back, I guess.
We probably, I mean, except for that worry stone, we probably didn't need to come back here.
Oh yeah.
We needed to know. We needed
Yeah.
to know. Yeah.
We made money.
Yeah. Yeah, we made some sweet bank.
You get a snide look by Hastian, maybe a side eye.
What's your problem?
Nothing, just enjoying the company.
Well,
You want
search
a
harder
copper?
and then yeah.
He'll take it.
Here's your cut. Okay. I guess well, let's go back to town. Give him the news.
Anything else you want to search around in here?
I don't know when you ask that. I feel like we're missing something.
Just asking.
Since we have time, can we search, I guess, all the bodies?
You could.
I think they're kind of in a pattern of going back to the entrance anyway, so yeah, why not?
Okay.
Only interesting stuff. I don't care about clothing. Their clothing.
Yeah, a bit
That
of
sounds
worn
like it is.
clothing, kind of rusted armor, rusted weapons. They'll be, all told, kind of bringing together a lot of the copper and some of the silver that were around. Probably 18 copper and 3 silver.
You can have that.
I really don't want to do math. Okay, sounds good.
I mean, you can just add silver and copper right to your character sheet if you want.
No math required.
That means I have to figure something out, though.
Wow.
That's learning curve. Come on.
Okay.
Good to go, I guess.
I think we are.
Sure.
Yeah,
Making your
let's go
way back out into the sunlight. Why don't the 3 of you, the 2 of you, give me a perception check?
$20?
Stepping out into that light again, or the bright light, you can't tell if it was the changing from that darkness into bright light, or if there actually was some reddish orange flash off into the woods where you saw it previously. And before you can do anything, we are going to end it for the night.
What are you seeing?
Don't know.
I wish I wasn't seeing anything.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go here.
We're gonna find that, whatever that was.
You-
Whatever it is interested.
You can certainly try next week when we're back Wednesday night again, 7:30. We'll see what happens. But yeah, a quick outros again so we can get everybody off to bed and out for another night of sleep. Let's see, where was I? Oh, music again that you're hearing right now from the Bard, the Derpwood. Love their music. I'm gonna I think they just put up some new stuff, so I'm gonna kind of dig in to see if there's some more music to add and add some tension into our gameplay. I'm not too worried about the rest of that. Shelly, where can everybody kind of find you playing again or find you online?
Online you can find me on Twitter at The Real Flea Monkey. And we playing starting next week will be a role-playing sandwich with us as the meat in the middle and Guild Superior on either side. So I will be playing Tuesdays and Thursdays for a while.
For a while. Gonna be burnt out.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
On Thursdays I'll be playing for 5 weeks. It's a 5-week story. And then on Tuesdays I'll be there every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the meat in the middle, right here.
We are the Wednesday of your D&D week.
Yes,
Great.
you are the Oreo filling. You're the creamy filling.
Nice. Allie, I guess, how's your first RPG treating you? You enjoying yourself still?
I am. I feel like I overanalyze stuff and have a lot of anxiety about possible situations, but that just makes it fun. So.
Guys are perfectly fine. You didn't set off any traps. Everybody lived, heading back in. Even found some extra things. So.
Living is top priority.
Living means you can come back next week
Exactly.
and see if it happens. See what happens next week. So.
And
Right.
analyzing makes more options, I think.
Yeah, analyzing made me come up with all this cave system on the spot. Completionists. Well, that's okay.
That's my second goal, is making the DM sweat. So.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's not a problem. With that, I have been Tythalanos. You can follow me on Twitter and here, obviously, on Twitch, where I'll be playing games, but Wednesday nights are reserved for some Pathfinder with some friends, so come on back then. Let's see. Oh, I need to put up actually the YouTube, since I've been posting all our stuff on YouTube. That'll be next time. I'll do that. But actually, we are going to raid out here in a moment. Ooh, before that, actually, be sure to catch Mike, Madcap. He had to take care of the kiddos, so he left us halfway through, but you know, family's important, so we wanted to make sure that he can take care of family when he does that. So feel free to check him out in some of his socials. They've all been kind of posted into the chat. Now with that, let us raid out. I did find somebody to raid, so I'll get that going. But thanks for hanging around, everybody, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.